Alright, that's my old thermostat. I took it off, but to me it don't look that bad. It's got maybe a little corrosion, but I put the new one on. So it's right there. I'm gonna figure out where I gotta put the fluid at, and I'll see if it don't drop below that part. See if it's still leaking. We got this plant behind the air conditioning. My wife thinks it's poison ivy. Look at that. Biscuit. Got my chicken biscuit. We going to Charleston for my wife to the doctor, but we're gonna get a chicken biscuit. Woo! Yep, we're stuck in traffic out here in the middle of the country. They're letting all the cars go first, and they're doing road construction. They done took a layer off. I about starved my wife. I got the macaroni, wanted a broccoli and cheese, but we got here late, so it was kind of burnt. It'll be all right. Yeah, he got the broccoli casserole. Brave soul.
Hello.
Potato.
What would y'all like to drink?
Lemonade for me.
Okay.
It's time to save money for a car. Should have been doing this already. But you see my radiator, how it's looking, and it hadn't run hot. It just smelled it. You know, I can smell the radiator fluid. So I bought a different cap for about $13, and it's still, and what's funny, the lady's name was Catherine. They used to have my telephone number, so now I put my name in. I don't think they go there no more because they hadn't switched it back. But I've had the number now for about 3 years. So whoever used to have it, had it. But anyway, save your money, emergency money. Because now I got to do something with the radiator. If I can't figure it myself, it's going to cost a whole lot more money. But we had the issue the other day. We come back from Charleston, and I was coming, and it would go to like, when you're going down the road, you see it's on 1 now, just sitting here idle. But it was going all the way up to 4, which is probably too much. And it was going to 3, and then it was going, and then I was going about over here. So I'm sitting still, but I was going probably about 40 miles an hour. I had my emergency flashers on, and it was about 35, and I had the gas all the way to the floor, and it was staying pegged out at 4, but we had 9 miles to go, and I'd ease off, and I was like, man. And then I got to the gas station, and I'm still about 70 miles from the house. So I looked, and on the dipstick, it's supposed to be full level right here, and then about that much, there's a hot level. So if it's hot, it's supposed to be up there. Well, it was down here, and it was hot. So I figured, you know, it's probably a quart low. I wasn't exactly sure. I put most of a quart in it, half of it, or a fourth of it, because the filter was I bought a oil filter, and it's too big. So it splashed everywhere, but it quit doing revving it up. So I got the right filter and another quart of transmission fluid to put in there. And I don't remember what the book says, but I remember in the past, about every 60,000 miles, I think you're supposed to change your transmission fluid anyway. So I need to get it serviced. Because last time I serviced one, I changed the filter, and I don't know if it was, I paid $1,000 for it. That's years ago. But the transmission went kloosh and wouldn't move anymore. And so I don't want to do the transmission and it fall apart. So yeah, save your money. The transmission fluid some reason is kind of going low. So car's only got 130,000 miles, but it was a cash car. Somebody just traded in, and then the dealership sold it. And I got it about 118, I think. So I put 12,000 miles on it since it's April now. About 6 months. So we go to Charleston a lot, but we got to have a dependable car. You always got to have like a little emergency fund. So save your money, because you never know when you're gonna need it. But yeah, man, my truck been running pretty good. Only thing I had to do with it, well, I had to deal battery about a year ago, and then my lights, my running lights on the back of the truck, and then when I backed up, I had no lights, so I had to get like a fuse or something fixed on that. That's about it. And I put 4 tires on there and didn't get alignment, so I need some more tires. I need tires on this one. So, you know, it's always something. It's always something. But you just got to enjoy every moment, because there's always going to be something no matter what. And everybody's going through always something. So hang in there and save your money for your car. Then we got to figure out where to go for something. Yeah, besides having heart failure and my wife building up fluid, now we wasn't trying to be mean to her. We trying to make light of the situation. But we was up here eating, and my brain just was kind of tired. So I come up with an idea, and I said, I know something to help you, but we can't do it. It's like Looney Tunes. And I wouldn't do it. I just had a crazy thought. And she said, tell me. I said, well, I promise you won't get mad or have no feelings behind it. She said, okay. Well, her food gets stuck right here before the stomach. And they're going to go stretch it May the 8th. This will be the second time it's been stretched. But they did a test. Yeah, the lady, you know, they can't tell you exactly till they read the results, but she was nice and she kind of gave us an idea. She said, mainly the food's coming down by gravity. It's not, normally your esophagus, the muscles move and push the food on down. But my wife just sits there and she drinks and gravity makes it go down. So I said we could get a turkey baster, put it in there and hold her nose and do the turkey baster, maybe shoot the food down. Or we could just put a plunger over her mouth and and we could plunge the food down, you know, hold her nose. But she'd have to make sure she didn't, you know, have her lungs closed so she could do it. And she said, that ain't gonna work. I said, I know, but I mean, I was trying to come up with an idea. You know, like today, the car acting up, having a fit and transmission, and I put some transmission fluid in it, and it worked. I got some more. So you know, there's a part on the dipstick. I think I said this, but maybe if that shows when it's supposed to be. But you check your transmission with the engine running and at neutral, and you put your parking brake on so it don't go anywhere. And then it had a hot. And that's about that much on the dipstick. So it might have been low, quart and a half. It's probably been low since we got it, and I just didn't realize it. So whenever they got it serviced, they might not have put enough in. As long as you drove reasonable, but when we were pushing it, come back from Charleston, and hot as it is today, and it's only April the 20th. So yeah, so I had to share that, even though she don't want me to put no plunger on her mouth. But I said, you know, it'd be kind of funny if it worked. And then you would just force the food in there, give it a couple pumps and eat, and then she could get full. She loves me. She loves me. She puts up with my craziness. So, and she keeps me straight. Ain't no telling what I'd be doing. Because I don't drink. But one time I did with these guys. You know, we went down to Myrtle Beach, and it was like my 22nd birthday or something like that. And they just kept setting all the pictures and alcohol and said, oh, help yourself. And I was hungry, so I was using it to get full. And next thing I know, when I went to the bathroom, it was like this, you know. And they left me alone. Well, some crazy idea. I set the bed against the wall. I got up top of the bed, had the room open, all their equipment, you know, the old style camcorders and all that everything we had was wide open. And I was just like, you know, couldn't go nowhere. They said, you stay here, because they'd arrest you I was probably drunk. And so, yeah, they got mad. They come in yelling at me. I fell off the bed. They had pizza. I bounced off the bed. I broke the lamp. The room was in their name, so they had to pay for the lamp, maybe. I don't know. And then I set the pizza. Well, I bounced on it. I said, I'm sorry. And see, the night before, they tried to do some shenanigans with shaving cream, and I woke up. They were trying to do shaving cream, took them nose. So these were these kind of friends. So, you know, so I'm glad I didn't splat myself. But they were so bad at me, they didn't mess with me at all. And I woke up early. I said, man, I want to go home. And they said, well, I ain't ready. And, you know, I took off, and that's pretty much the last time we hung out. But then I ended up getting married a few years later. But anyway, everybody's got to go through it. But yeah, man, save your money for your poor little car. These little Nissans, you know.